Hello friends, welcome to Knowledge First. In the series of Japanese candlestick patterns, today we will introduce ourselves to candlesticks. We would also learn little bit on technical analysis and bar chart. So friends, there are two types of analysis, fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Fundamental analysis is very important because with this analysts check companies' financial health, they check balance sheets, profit and loss statements, cash flow statements, P ratio, return on equity and many such parameters. But these things do not change overnight. Still, stocks move significantly in day-to-day trade. Why? This is because the emotional component of trading. Technicals are the only way to measure the emotional component of the market. Both are equally important. It is widely said that fundamental analyst tells you what to buy or sell, and technical analyst tells you when to buy and sell. Technical analysis is done using charts. There are two methods of preparing technical charts, Western bar chart technique and Japanese candlestick technique. Bar chart was used by Western analysts while candlestick was used by Japanese analysts. But nowadays candlestick chart is widely used all over the world because of many reasons. Like candlesticks are flexible. They can be used alone or in combination with Western techniques such as moving averages, trend lines, and so on. Candlestick charts can send signals not available from bar charts. In addition, there are some patterns that may allow you to get preference on those who use traditional Western charting techniques. And finally, the terminology used by candlestick is so interesting that you when actually hear the names like hanging man, morning attack, dark cloud cover, you understand the state of the market. Let us move to the construction of candlesticks and bar chart. For drawing bar chart, we need open, high, low, and close. In bar chart, the vertical line tells us the high and low of the session. The horizontal line to the left of the vertical line is the opening price, and the horizontal line to the right of the vertical line is the close. Now same data is used to draw candlestick, but it's drawn differently. The thick part of the candlestick line is called the real body. It represents the range between the session's opening and closing. When the real body is red, it means the close of the session was lower than the open. If the real body is green, it means the close was higher than the open. The thin lines above and below the real body are called shadows. These shadows represent the session's price extremes. The shadow above the real body is called upper shadow, and the shadow under the real body is known as a lower shadow. So the peak of the upper shadow is the high of the session, and the bottom of the lower shadow is the low of the session. From this construction, it is easy to see why these are named candlesticks, because the individual line look like candle. If the candlestick line has no upper shadow, it is said to have shaven head, and the candlestick with no lower shadow is called shaven bottom candle. To the Japanese, the real body is essential price movement. The shadows are usually considered as price fluctuations. Let us see some of the common types of candlesticks. This one, a long red candlestick in which market opened near its high and closed near its low. It's a bearish candle. Opposite to this candle is a long green candle where the market opened at a low and closed at a high. It is called bullish candles. There can be candlesticks having small real bodies. They represent a tug of war between bulls and the bears. They are called spinning tops. These spinning tops do become important when part of certain formations. The spinning top can be either red or green. Sometimes the real body is so small that on candlestick it appears as a horizontal line. This means the market opened and closed at the same level. Such candlesticks are called dojis. The position of shadows on these dojis make them important indicators. The Japanese people give high importance on the relationship between open and close because they are the two most emotionally charged points of the trading day. Opening hour furnishes the first clue about the day's direction. It is a time when all the news and rumors from overnight, the more anxious the trader, the earlier he wants to trade. Therefore, on the open, shorts may be scrambling for cover, potential longs may want hastily buy, hedgers may need to take a new or get out of old position, and so forth. In this sense, the open provides an early view of battlefield and a provisional indication of friendly and opposing troops. Sometimes large traders may try to move the market on the open by executing a large buy or sell order. Japanese call this a morning attack. The other pivotal price point is the close. Margin calls in the future markets are based on the close. We can thus expect heavy emotional involvement into how the market closes. The close is also a pivotal price point for many technicians. They may wait for a close to confirm a breakout. We often hear our financial expert on the news channel giving us a stop loss on closing basis. Many computer trading systems, for example moving average system, are based on closes. If a large buy or sell order is just pushed into the market at or near the close with the intention of affecting the close, the Japanese call this action a night attack. So this was a basic introduction on candlesticks. For more on the candlestick patterns, please subscribe. See you again. Thank you.